Urunnebo Improvement Union UIU Lagos branch has launched a documentary on Ozom titled Ozom City of 1,000 Hills and Valleys, held at Urunnebo Improvement Union Hall in Enugu. The event initiated by the chairman UIU Lagos branch, Barrister Norbert Ajebu, attracted illustrious sons and daughters of Urunnebo, both home and abroad, including members of UIU Lagos branch and the women wing led by its chairperson, Iyom Jideka Nwoyocha, as well as friends and other Enugu community members. Staff reporter Njideka Okoye now reports.
Speaking, the chairman UIU Lagos branch, Barrister Norbert Ajebu, threw light on the origin of Urunnebo and Ozom, which is another name of the village from the ancient time. They were moved by the fact that as the day goes by, their culture and rich heritage would be bygone. So they felt the need to archive and document them for future generations to enable them know their ancient civilization, who they were, who they are, to determine who they want to be, thanking those that witnessed the event.
Documentary where gosi feji malo obodo anyị mgbe gagolaga ụmụ ife na-adịrọ lidibu before na-adịrọ ịbịa n'ihe dịka ogbu ihe ndị a na-enwegacha n'ogbu ihe ọ na-alụga ihe ọlụgacha alụ ndị gboo kịta na ọ na-afịatarị ife ogbu ndị mmadụ adago tọnụchazie ogbu na ụmụ ihe na-adị na ya wụrụzie ihe ndị ọcha wee dochicha ya so mana ọ ya amala anyị mma na ụmụ anyị pụtara wee fụ na ndị be anyị abụrụ ya bịa sị gị na ndị Igbo ndị pagan. Iwọcha from documentary ị ga-aghọta na ndị be anyị abụrụ ndị pagan na dibịa niile nọ na be anyị kwe na Chukwu dị.
The Grand Patron UIU Lagos branch, Chief Tony Okeke, who said the aim of the documentary launch was to make the history of the village afresh and to keep for the future generations for them to know their great history, culture and tradition, commended the UIU Lagos branch for organizing the event, describing them as patriotic and great people that have contributed to the development of the village, including installation of street lights.
So when people who listen to our progenitors, when it is fresh, who heard from them, played with them, did everything with them, let them relate the history so that we know the history of Urunnebo. Our culture, our tradition, the spirit, type of spirit Urunnebo has.
In their separate remarks, the President General of Urunnebo, Chief Leonard Okonkwo, and the chairman on the occasion, Sir Jude Ekwunife, represented by Ozom Etuomike Okekaro, who commended the organizers, said Ozom City of 1,000 Hills and Valleys is a documentary of a people telling their story for the world to know whom they are, where they came from, and as well to raise funds for infrastructural development and human capacity building for youths. The National Director of Film and Video Censors Board, Alhaji Thomas Adidayo, represented by the coordinator of the board, Southeast Zone, Mr. Hilbert Ude, and a guest, Sir Chinedu Abana, said that history is fundamental and it is important to have a documentary for training and reference on history of Ozom City for younger generation to know their history, and called on other communities to follow suit, regretting that Ndi Igbo have forgotten their culture.
We want to encourage many other communities to be able to do that, because there's nothing as wonderful and beautiful as history or documentation. Generations yet unborn will be able to know what transpired in the past, and then from there they can trace their roots and know more about their culture and their tradition. It's very, very wonderful, and I must commend the effort of the organizers.
Others who spoke at the event, including the Managing Director, Nigerian Newspapers and Printing Corporation, Sachuka Nabife, gave kudos to Urunnebo Improvement Union Lagos branch for their contributions to development of the village. Presentation of documentary, cultural truths, and Ofobi age grade cultural truths formed highlights of the event. From Urunnebo, Enugu, Njideka Okoye.